$10.99. Yes, sir. Ski. Peace and love, family. Peace, peace, peace. Three-way. Make sure you share. All right. If you care, make sure you share. If you care, make sure you share. All right. Peace and love, everybody. Make sure you share before you do anything. All right. We live on YouTube. We live on IG. Peace and love, everybody. Today is Wednesday. I damn sure thought today was Thursday. All right. I for sure thought today was Thursday. All right. But today is Wednesday. Hump day for some folks. Okay. Another day for someone else. All right. A weekend for others. All right. So first and foremost, I just want to say peace and love to everybody. Congratulations to everybody that's been getting the results. All right. Been getting a lot of people been getting case dismissed on those evictions. All right, that's what we like to see. That's what we like to hear. All right, we don't listen to the naysayers that say, all right, y'all listen to them if you want to. Okay, those that listen and those that apply, all right, those are the ones that succeed. All right, and those are also the ones that don't care to come to y'all and say, hey, y'all, look, I did it. Because they're too busy with boots on the ground. Okay, too busy with boots on the ground. All right, they don't care if y'all go to their page and say, hey, can you tell me? Because most people that really don't want to pay anybody for their time, they're just going to say, hey, you did it, now can you show me? All right, and that's why most of those people that get results, all right, they don't really want to be around folks that don't have results. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. All right. So in this live, we're going to speak about 1099 series. I have a class this weekend. All right, have a class this weekend, June 1st. All right, June 1st to May 31st to June 1st. My apologies. All right, May 31st to June 1st. All right, which is this weekend. All right, make sure y'all grab your tickets. I will be giving some giveaways out in this class. All right, also some discounts. All right, also some discount codes as well. All right, so you might be a lucky winner and win the class free outright, or you might win a coupon where you can get the class for $100. All right, so speaking about 1099, all right, a lot of people don't understand that it is a series. All right, one of the main reasons why I stopped teaching 1099s about 3 years ago, all right, is because so many people would just come and say, hey, I sent my 1099A in. All right, I think they accepted it. All right, not really understanding that the 1099 is a series, family. Now, I'm not going to say all the documents here right now, all right, but I will give you a few. All right, I will give you a few. All right, but first and foremost, you have to understand a 1099A, no matter if you're doing a 1099A, you're doing 1099B, all right, there must be a 1096. All right, there must be a 1096. All right, and a lot of people don't understand how important that 1096, well, my bad, 1096 is, because if you don't add that, that's almost like a recorder. That's a record keeper. All right, so if I do a 1099A, I have to do a 1096. If I do a 1099B, I have to do a 1096. Okay, like there are certain documents that has to be done. So if any of y'all are hearing people say, oh, all you gotta do is do a 1099B, they do not know what they're talking about. And I just kind of listen to them and just let them say what they say. But I'm here to say, y'all, stop listening to these people that are only telling y'all one document processes. It is a series. Anybody that's teaching a 1099 process, period, should be teaching you a series. It's not just one document. It's not just, hey, I sent in my 1099. What you mean it worked? What worked? Did you send your 1040 in? If you're dealing with a trust, did you send your 1041 in? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was like, hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and chill. All right, I'm just gonna focus on bill of exchange, focus on the Federal Reserve, focus on the security interest, because that's easily obtainable and easily to leverage, because that's right there in your contract. You gave them a security interest. All right. So when we're talking about taxes and things like that, especially when we're talking about acquisitions, cars, property. We're talking about accounts. All right, you have to understand it is a series, family. All right, and if you don't claim any account, any type of account, all right, it goes as abandoned property. All right, when you look at the 1099A, all right, A stands for abandonment of property or acquisition. All right, so if you didn't come forth and claim that account, all right, the opposing party, or should I say your marriage partner, all right, came behind you and claimed it as abandoned credits. All right, but the one thing about abandoned credits is, yes, we abandon it, we abandon it, but we can come back and claim it. That's the beauty of securities, family. It's in the escrow. All right, so all you have to do, well, I shouldn't say all you have to do because it is a process. It's a learning process. All right, you have to be able to come forth and claim it correctly. You have to be able to come forth and claim it correctly. That is going to show that you're the living. That's going to show that you have capacity to contract. That shows that you're of age. All right, because if not, family, you're just wasting your time. All right, yeah, there is no time. Well, I mean, of course, there's a time frame where you want to claim it, but after you don't claim it after a certain time, 90 days, all right, it goes abandoned. Like basically anybody can claim it. All right, even if it's been 10 years, you can come back and claim it, family. Y'all ever seen them old movies where they find old deeds and then they say, oh my God, my great grandfather owns these. All right, and then they found the deeds and they go to the land and they able to claim it. Then the deeds is worth millions and millions and yes, there's no time frame on it. You just have to have the credentials. You have to have the documentation to prove it. All right, do you have documentation to prove that you was the account owner? Yes. All right, how do we know that? Because we are the ones that opened up the account, right? Think about your accounts right now. Ask yourself, are you the account managers or are you the account owners? Okay, if you're an account owner, all right, if you're an account owner, that means that there's a security interest that you can claim as the account owner. All right, really think about that. Let that marinate for a little bit. All right, because I know a lot of times things go over people's heads. Sometimes they focus on the wrong things. All right, but think about it. All your accounts right now, even the folks that's trolling, just think about to yourself while you're trolling. All right, you got a mortgage, you have a lease, you have a car contract. Rather you get paid to troll. All right, but think about it. All right, there's a security interest in that account. You're the one that opened up that account, right? So if you're the one that opened up the account, if you're the one that gave the credentials, if you're the one that gave the value to open up that account, you also should have a right to come forth and claim that value that you originally gave. All right. This is what we call security interest. All right. So that alone, all right, can literally bring remedy to your situation. Now, when we bring in the IRS, y'all got to understand, I don't even talk about taxes. I don't even talk about taxes. All right? I really don't. All right? Because there's a simpler way to do it. Now, this class is for those that want to add a little bit extra to their process. All right? Because when you do bring in IRS and when you understand the IRS, oh my goodness. Y'all ever see them commercials? Are you getting garnished by the IRS? Everybody that's doing business is scared of the IRS. Only people that's scared of the IRS is the people that's doing business wrong or people that don't know what they're doing. We're not scared of the IRS. We're welcoming to let the IRS audit our accounts because we don't have anything to hide. All right. And it's going to be more beneficial for the IRS to audit our accounts because they're going to say, hey, there's a such and such. There's actually this amount. You are due to this or the account is due. A lot of us say, well, I don't want to have to pay all these taxes because they don't understand taxes, family. I've been sitting back just watching so many people try to tell y'all about, hey, just how you be exempt from taxes. All right, and I'm not saying nothing about people that's exempt from taxes. I'm just saying most people that be trying to jump or trying to dodge taxes, all right, that's because they don't understand taxes. All right, taxes be whooping their ass. They don't say like, oh, I don't got to do it. I'm exempt. The one that claims the tax, understand, the tax that's owed is the tax that's due. All right, and I literally just made that phrase up on the go just now. All right, a tax that's due is a tax that's owed. So the question is, who is it owed to? All right, who is it owed to? Who is it owed to? All right, they're literally sending you the tax bill. They're saying, hey, Lisa Smith, all right, your account is due $150,000. Now Lisa calling her whole family, telling the whole family, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? The IRS is going to take my home. That's what most people do. All right, that's what people do. Instead of looking at it and saying, "Oh, this tax bill that says $150,000, it says due to the account." It don't say due to the IRS. It's nothing is due to the IRS. The IRS is like your hound dogs. They go out and snoop for any illegal business when it's dealing with security or dealing with taxes, dealing with business. So when you understand, when you're doing the right thing, Dame Dash said something powerful. All right, he says he's the good guy to the good guys, bad guy to the bad guys. All right, meaning the IRS is the good guys to the good guys, but they the bad guys to the bad guys. So that's why normally you see commercials paying the IRS to be bad guys. All right, you'll even probably see some people hop in the comments and say, no, don't trust them. Same people don't have no type of results, no type of nothing. All right, same people that don't understand something. There's one thing I've learned about humans. We'll throw negatives on something before we'll go and learn it. All right. One thing, we did that with the government. We did that with the Constitution. We did that with our rights. I used to say the same thing. The government is not for us. The government is out to get us. Now I'm here to understand, hey, I'm a part of the government. I'm a part of we the people. All right. So I'm the government. Okay. So I can't say F the government because that would be saying F me. All right. And I understand I have not been doing my job properly. And I know this. All right. So I'll be delusional to say, no, it's them. No, it's me. And when we come as a collective, all right, get more informed, you'll start seeing this is actually the place to be. So all y'all that's trying to jump ship, trying to run to Africa, that's not even where you're from. All right, you're trying to run over there, trying to run over. I'm saying go do that. All I'm saying is here, when the people that's planting their feet in literally their rights, all right, because we're seeing what Trump is literally rolling out. And you can have your personal quarrel all you want to, but we understand what's going on. We're taking advantage of it. All right, we taking advantage because the ones that are informed are going to be the ones that are going to be successful. Those are going to be your new millionaires, billionaires. Not because their business took off. No, because they understood the type of information. All right, they understood now I can claim. So it's almost like an elevator. All right, I don't have to go 40 years and work for a company, or I don't got to go build a business for. No, my friend, you've already built a business. If you have a birth certificate, that was the business. That is an estate. So when you understand how to come forth and claim it, put it in a trust, all right, literally now come forth the taxes. Oh, my goodness. You're able to literally take the taxes that's due to your estate and transfer it to your trust or your dynasty trust. Or if you're big dog status, an empire. Okay? Now, that might go over a lot of y'all heads. You're still playing with your kneecaps and shit. All right. But for those that is hearing what I'm saying right now, the class this weekend is going to really seal the deal on taxes because you're going to know the full process. Now, a lot of people, I know you're thinking about how do I claim all my monies? How do I claim what's due? Y'all have to understand nothing is due to you, my friend. A lot of y'all going to be in orange jumpsuits because you're looking for money. Yes, the money that you came out your pocket. Yes, I'm with you on that. All right, but when y'all get into doing the audit reports and you started seeing that it's trillions and billions, man, Goofy, that's not for you. That's not for you to transfer to your account and start. No, that's for you to use on consumer credit transactions. Or when you're dealing with trust, that's for you to use on trust acquisitions. It's the same thing. That's why I've been teaching the administrative process because I knew once I started teaching trust, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Y'all know how many people have crossed over and came to me and said, hey, I got a whole trust built, but they don't have an EIN. Okay. They don't even know what type of trust they have. And I'm like, oh my gosh, gee willikers, what do we have here? Spill on aisle 8, goddamn. Spill on aisle 8. All right, all these people with trust, you mean to tell me these people that told me I was doing it wrong? Oh my gosh, y'all don't know how to sue. Okay? I had somebody tell me when you operate trust, you don't got to sue. Whoa, my friend. So when your trust is being attacked and trust fraud is taking place, what do? You see what I'm saying? They don't be making no sense. They don't be making no sense. All right? These folks with trust is butt naked. All right? Just like the folks that have these all caps names and know how to use, it's no different. It's almost like these people trying to act like they different. You're the same. It's folks losing their house and they got it in the trust. And then people hop in the comment and try to say that's because they're not doing it right. Shut up. You're not doing it right. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, you have to know how to administer private administrative process, public administrative process. And this whole, I don't want to make, you can't mix public and private. My friends, you have to understand the private side and the public side. There will be no public without the private. There will be not no private without the public. You got to understand both sides, because a lot of y'all is one-sided. Okay? Meaning if we was in any kind of sports, basketball, I will force you to your weak hand because you don't know how to use both hands. If we had a fight, I would literally just sit on one side because you're just punching like this. All right? Because you're only thinking about the private. You're not thinking about the public administrative process that's needed. And my friend, that's the missing link. I've been out here preaching public while you've been over here talking about I've been wrong. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand the parallel type of way of business that is going on. You got to understand the public, got to understand the private. How did I understand that? Shout outs to Patrick Devine, because without Patrick Devine, I wouldn't even be able to look at it how I look at it right now, because so many people were saying, no, don't even think about it. Stay out of the public. Stay out of the public. I'm like, what are you talking about? You ain't got no results. It's like them people that's telling you know what I'm saying? It's like, I had to start really hearing these people. They don't know what they're talking about. It's no different between somebody that doesn't understand rich folks and they instantly throw Illuminati on them. All right? I just bought me a big-ass goat chain that says goat, and they got a 5-point with the goat, and I bought it just so I can see. Watch how many times they throw stuff on. Oh, my gosh, I knew it. He was Illuminati. I knew it all along. Okay, it's a big-ass fake-ass goat chain. I'm letting y'all know that now, so when I wear it, people say, I know it's fake. I'm letting y'all know I bought a big fake-ass goat head. I'm talking about, big and fake. Okay? But anyways, all right? Anyways, when you understand what's going on, I said all that to say, when you understand what's going on, family, it doesn't matter how you look. All right, it doesn't matter how you dress. It doesn't matter if the jury is real. It doesn't matter if the jury is fake. Okay? At the end of the day, what is your understanding of a contract? What is your understanding of yeah, I know I messed y'all up on that one. All right, what is your understanding of trust? All right, moving in trust. Okay? Is it? What is your understanding of it? Rather you got on Skechers, rather you got on Jordans right now. Okay? Rather you driving a Honda, rather you driving a Rolls Royce. None of that stuff matters, family. Rather you living in a mansion, rather you living in a roach-infested apartment. Okay? None of that matters. All right? If we can just pull back all of that and we can actually see people for what they are and what they know, okay? Because a lot of us are living lives based off our job titles. Y'all ever notice that? When you're around, like, just any type of conversation starts off like, hey, yeah, how you doing? Hey, yeah, I'm doing. Oh, you still down there? Yeah, I'm down there. It's like we instantly go. Now, I ain't did that in like 6 years. All right, but I know there's folks today that's talked about your job when you wasn't even at your job, because our identity is our jobs. Okay? And I try to tell people, when you understand this information, no matter if you think I'm a scammer, don't matter. All right, go find this information somewhere else. All right, you still need to know this information, whether you like me or whether you don't like me. All right, you still need to know this information. All right, because your rights are supposed to be used today, yesterday, and tomorrow. So if you're not using them, you're losing them. That's why I kind of look at the news and I don't really feel sorry for certain groups anymore. I used to, but now I'm seeing how much benefits are out there for us, and it's so crazy. All we got to do is a little bit of reading. All right, just a little bit of reading. You can literally go read some tax publications. Just say, hey, IRS, did y'all know that there's a line specifically for folks to remit their taxes? I know I'm seeming like I'm all over the place right now. It's just because it's so amazing how much information I'm able to keep in my damn mind, bro. Y'all, I don't write none of this down. All right, it really comes out as I go live. Okay, all right, literally, it just comes out. Did y'all know that there is a whole department for IRS remittance slips? Meaning, if you got a tax bill, damn sure it came with a coupon. And did you know that there is a remittance department, my friend? Did y'all know that? All right, it doesn't matter if you think I'm a scammer. If it don't matter if you think what, it doesn't matter. Did you know that there is an IRS remittance department? Just go to Google. It's Googleable. It's YouTubeable. It's ChatGPTable. Okay? Just go ask. Matter of fact, call IRS tomorrow. All right? I think they open up at 8 o'clock. Be the first one to call. All right? Be the first one. Just ask, hey, do y'all have a remittance department? Is that true? That person will say, yeah, we do have a remittance department. Now, does that person understand what type of remittance you're trying to do? People, no. No, they don't. Okay? Did y'all know that there is also a form if you have any issues with your 1099s? Did y'all know that there's a form that you can fill out to send to the IRS and let them know, hey, I'm having issues with my 1099 series? Did y'all know that? You didn't know that, did you? Because you're so busy trying to take so many people classes. You didn't think to yourself, wait, let me just call the IRS. You know why? Because you're scared of the IRS. You owe IRS a measly ass $3,000 and you're scared of them. You're scared. Scared as hell. All right? That form is called Form 911. All right? I literally fell out my seat when I seen it. I said, what? Form 911? What's this for? Any emergency if you need a tax advocate. What? Did you know that? All right, for everybody that thought I was a scammer, did you know that, though? All right, did you know that? All right, somebody said, did you know that there was a different remittance? Did you know that there's different results as well? All right, you're goddamn right there's different remittance. All right, you goddamn right. It meaning that tax bill that they sent you comes with the remittance coupon. You damn right, Skippy Johnny. All right, yes. A tax advocate, if you start to do your 1099s and you just get confused, first thing you want to do is go ahead and get all the series together and send them in to the IRS and say, I need a tax advocate to go over this for my mortgage. You can focus on the wrong things or you can focus on the right things. All right, but as long as you live in fear and trying to be the class clown, you're going to be a loser yesterday, loser today, and you're going to be a loser tomorrow. All right? That's the thing about this information. That's the thing about this information. Okay? Now I have the tax class tomorrow. All right? Who has not got a ticket for the class tomorrow? For the class this weekend. My bad. Now that class is a 2-day class. All right, and it is $333, but we're going to give a couple free tickets out today, and I'm also going to give out a couple of coupons for $100 as well, so y'all can get the class for $100. All right, that's actually what the price is for all my subscription members. All right, I have a subscription family where we meet every single Sunday. The last Sunday that we just did, we literally went over how to jailbreak our ChatGPT, how to raise the frequencies on our ChatGPT. Y'all, I'm not here to hold no game. I'm not here to gatekeep. All right, in that We the People subscription that I have, we meet every Sunday. A PowerPoint comes with it. All right, you get into the Telegram group as well. All right, that the type of information that we're going over, the type of information that we're building. All right, it's unheard of. All right, it's unheard of. And the thing is, I don't have I had the first 2 months planned, but now is I'm going week to week basis. Ain't no curriculum going. I'm going off straight divine time, how I'm feeling. All right, literally, I'm going off. Hey class, what y'all think we should go over next week? And they say if they say court, we're literally doing the whole PowerPoint on court. We literally we made up a character. All right, Lucius Ridley, okay, gave him a whole situation. Lucius Ridley literally came forth on a $3.5 million mortgage. The mortgage company said no. Lucius Ridley literally did his three-wave process. All right, for all my subscribers, y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, he did his three-step private administrative process. All right, the mortgage company still dishonored. All right, so what Lucius did would transfer that private administrative process to a public administrative process, and that's how Lucius was able to get his remedy on his situation. All right, we literally go over the whole PowerPoint. I'm leaving a lot of details out. I'm just kind of giving you how we kind of run things, family, and that's how we go. All right, and literally we're building it brick by brick. All right, I don't know how long it's going to take a person to build a clarity. We're not caring about that. All right, it's not about how long do I got to do this. Man, nobody's asking questions like that because people are in there for the right reasons. All right, maybe you're in there because you need a car, you need a house, you want to learn more about trust, you want to learn more about your rights. Whatever the reason is, everybody is respected. All right. Now we do hold each other accountable. All right. Now, if you come in there asking a bunch of beginner questions and you're not doing no so, hey, you will get cussed out. All right. All right. I've given everybody permission in the group to literally cuss anybody out that's over there begging. Okay. And that's what we don't do that. All right. So I really like this group. All right. Our next meeting is Sunday. Again, if you want to be a part of that, it's $88 a month. Again, it comes with 4 classes. All right, we meet every single Sunday at 7 o'clock. All right, comes with a PowerPoint. You also receive all the previous classes that we did. All right, I'm here to tell y'all, man, these PowerPoint classes that we're doing is more up to date and is way more advanced than any of the classes that I have. Okay, any class that I have, all right, in my store right now. All right, I'm going to let you know that right now. All right, but I'm not saying the course that I have in there is not any value, all right, because those are the class I have in my store. You know, those are the 8-hour class, 7-hour class. Now you got to understand with these meetings that we do, they're hour classes. All right, so we're trying to compact as much information as we can in an hour to an hour and a half. All right, so if that's what you would like, go ahead and click the link in my bio, follow the prompt to my online store. You should see probably on the front page after you click the link, it should say We the People subscription. Anywhere you say We the People, all right, go ahead and sign up. And if you have issues finding the link, go ahead and shoot me a DM on Instagram. All right, shoot me a DM on Instagram, YouTube. We still waiting for YouTube to make some type of chat, some type of message box. All right, but until then, come on over to Instagram, shoot me a DM. Just give me a hashtag We the People, so I'll know exactly what you're coming for, so I can send you the link personally. All right, so that's the class this weekend. Again, we have a 1099 series. If you're having issues with your 1099s, if that's something that you want to tap into, if that's something that you like, damn, I feel like this is the easier route, whatever floats your boat. All right, this weekend, again, it's a 2-day class. All right, it's going to be on May 31st and June 1st. All right, May 31st and June 1st. All right, 2-day class this weekend. All right, so let me go ahead and give out some. First, I'm going to do free tickets first. All right, hold on. Let me get ready now. All right, since we done with the class, all right, we done with the information. All right, this is the best part of my classes. I always wanted to be a teacher that smoked a blunt in front of the class. Of course, college, all right, not kids that are under the age of 18. All right, of course. And just being that cool teacher and just say, yo, man, do this, bop, 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 bop. Yeah, get on up there and show us something. All right, so this is what we gonna do. Okay, and this is some fine, okay? This right here is some fine. Okay. Okay, this here is some fine. This is to make all y'all mad. All right. I want y'all to understand how informed we are. Okay, I want y'all to understand how informed we are. All right. Do you understand how powerful it feels when you understand you can get out of any financial situation without having to lose any sweat, not have to lose any blood, and without having to break any bones. Do y'all understand what that's? Do y'all understand what that feels like? Okay. Lawana. Is Lawana on here? I just seen her. Lawana Evans. All right, Lawana. I see you floating in the comments, Lawana. I see you floating in the comments, Lawana. Okay, there you go. All right. Now, Lawana, you got to do it in front of all of us. All right? Because I know how deep your hate is for this person. And Lawana, I'm going to need, and this is all you got to do now. You got to say it 3 times, and you can get a free ticket this weekend. Okay, you can get that whole 1099 series class free. All you got to do is say 3 times. You got to comment it. I love Trump. I love Trump. I love Trump. You got to say it. And you don't got all day to think about it either. All right, if I don't see it in the next 10 seconds, all right, I'm going to give you 15 seconds. You know, some people kind of slow typing. But if I don't see it in the next 15 seconds, I'm moving on to the next person. 1, 2, 3, 4. She know who I am. That's why she taking so long. Cause I know her blood boiling right now, y'all. 6, 7, 8. Oh, she's a tough one. 9, 10. Lawana say she ain't budging at all. 12. Okay, there we go. You was stubborn. God, Lawana, sheesh. Oh my goodness, at least with a lie. God, she was probably, every single type was probably, man, it was probably painful. Oh my God. God, Lee, one, I got you. I got you a free ticket. Sheesh. You really do hate that man. Oh man. Oh man, I used to really like me picking at you. Like, you really hate him. I remember I was like, everybody say I love Trump. Oh my gosh, she waited until 12 seconds. That is amazing. Whew, that's amazing. I wish people hated to be uninformed that much. If people could take that from Lawana and apply that to them working, oh my God. What? Look, John, what? What? Oh my goodness. Okay, Lawana, you're the first winner. Congratulations. Next. Come on, let me go over here. Let me go on YouTube. What are the people that was calling me Diddy? Where they at? Where they at? Oh, here you go one. Yeah, Diddy. Timeout. He thought I was about to give him a free ticket. Timeout. Wait, what other one that? Who else was talking? Who else was disrupting the class? Fake chain? Put user in time. Timeout 24 hours. Let's get it. Get out of here. All right? Trying to disrupt the class. Sat here the whole time, showing their ass, y'all. I had to act like I didn't see it. You know, I'm trying to work on myself. All right? Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Thought I didn't see him. Yeah. Y'all didn't know that? On YouTube, we got timeout. All right, so yeah, say something. Somebody else say something. Say something else. Yeah. So you see how fast it clear up? Boom. Boom. Boy, I love YouTube, man. They don't got that on Instagram. All right, see, y'all see how it cleaned up? YouTube, everybody's in the comment. You see how it cleaned up? Look at you see how you don't see nothing else, do you? Y'all see that? Voila. Hey man, I love this. Hey man, I'm gonna miss y'all in October. I'm gonna miss this in October, man. All right, but until then, I'm gonna try my best during lives to try to ignore them. All right, but we will be putting people in timeout 24 hours. All right, for sure, for sure. All right, so let's keep going. All right, so YouTube. All right, YouTube. Somebody said, "What up, my dog from UK?" Boom, man, you get a free ticket. James Tank. James Tank. Now, do you have Instagram, my friend? All right, come on over to Instagram. Shoot me a DM. All right, let me know, James Tank. All right, and I got a surprise for you. I got a class this weekend online, family, that's totally free to you. Why? Because you all the way from the UK. All right, all the way from the UK. All right, I remember having a consultation from a guy from the UK. And as soon as I got on the line, I'm like, yo, you understand? I go over to the United States, cause he was like, I understand. You know, like, it seemed like people in the UK can't say like T words. So he was like, I can understand a little bit. He was like, just a little bit. I was like, okay, you know, so it was amazing that he could understand me. And that was like, yo, you really can understand what I'm saying. You're booking a consultation to learn about United States laws just to see how it would apply to your law. Yo, foreigners are top tier. All right. A lot of my foreigner followers are top tier because they're literally listening to United States breaking down the laws and trying to see how they can match it with theirs. Y'all, I don't even go over. Last time I went over the UK Bill of Exchange was like 3 years ago. You see what I'm saying? So just to see how powerful this information, and we got people here on these state lines, on these state lands, that's trolling. You see what I'm saying? You got folks that's trolling. That's literally been watching my page for 5 years, still been following me. Every time I go live, they'll hop on, man, he's still scamming. Didn't such and such expose you already? And I've been telling these people they wasn't going to stop anything. All right, never. It was fun while it was entertainment. Oh, y'all, but okay, all right, we moving forward now. Okay, we going on ahead and elevating now. It was fun while it lasted. Okay. All right, so James Tank, make sure you DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is Mansa Mahatha 888. All right. Let's get it. Let's switch it back to IG. I need a ticket too, man. I like that comment. You get a free ticket too. Who was that? Kemet Hotel Panorama. Go ahead and send me a inbox. That made me laugh. All right, yeah, shoot me an inbox. All right, we got James Tank. We got Kemet Hotel. Shoot me a DM. Which one of y'all used to talk just cold cash shit about me, but all of a sudden you had a change of heart? Comment 8. If it was one point you was talking cold cash, I'm talking about dragging my name through the mud. And then over time, he was like, damn, man. Hey, man, you really do be talking about some shit, though. All right? Tone bump you. Go ahead and shoot me a DM. Free class for you, family. Appreciate the change of heart. All right? So, that's it for our free. All right? We got Tone Bumpers, 22. We got Kemet Hotel Panorama. We got Lawana, and we got James Tank. All right. So that's our winners. So let me go ahead and do the 100 coupons, okay? $100 coupons so that you can get this class this weekend for $100 both days. All right. Remember, it's a 2-day class, family. All right, because it's impossible to teach the full 1099 series in one day. All right, so it's gonna be a 2-day class. All right, these next giveaways I'm giving out, you will get a coupon, $100 coupon, so you can get that class for $100. All right. All my YouTube followers that win, you're gonna have to come to Instagram. Again, my Instagram is Mensa Mahatha 888. Shoot me a DM. All right. Go ahead and comment hashtag winner, and I'm going to give you that coupon code. I already got those winners for the free, already wrote down. All right, so y'all, for those that want it for free, make sure y'all reach out to me. All right, and also make sure you comment your winner name. All right, winner name. All right, because I had a couple of people that won the last giveaway. They didn't follow directions. All right, they still got their prize, but family, make sure you pay attention to how to claim your prize. It's almost like winning the lottery and not finding your ticket. Okay, we don't know you just because you say, "Hey, I won." Okay, who are you? You know, what's your name? What did you come from YouTube? Were you, Snapchat, TikTok? All right, be descriptive, family. You gotta understand we deal with a lot of people. All right, we deal with a lot of people. All right, if I mistakenly think you're someone else, I apologize, fam. We deal with a lot of people, so we're going to make mistakes. All right. All my eviction winners, all my winners that won evictions, we are working on y'all's evictions this week. All right. I actually have one that I just finished. I had to literally get her paperwork out to her tonight at 11. All right. But those documentations are coming. So just be patient with us, family. Just be patient for all our contract review clients that's literally started with us back in, what was it, April? All right. No, was it February? January, February, March, April. Yeah, I think it was about April. About April. So whoever's been rocking with us since April, all right. We're also sending follow-up emails because we understand that this is a process, family. We're not leaving y'all out there by yourselves. All right. Just understand we're dealing with a lot of people. And we also understand that it's a process sending out documentation. So if you got your first wave from us, that's going to be 10 business days. All right. So if you sent it out, certified mail, and you got your green receipt back, you need to start counting 10 business days. All right. After that, you can send your second wave. If you have not received your second wave yet, that's comes from us. So if you've already sent your first wave and we haven't sent you your second wave, you need to get your second wave from us so you can send your documents. We are not expecting y'all to send y'all's own documents out. We're not expecting you to create anything. All right. I had a couple of clients that was doing it. I was like, why are you doing that? No, I don't need you to do that. We'll do that. Okay. We don't, no. We don't need you to do anything. All right. We just need you to read it. If you acknowledge it, sign it, send it off. Okay. That's it. We don't need y'all to go and add your nothing. All right. All right. We don't need you to add your nothing. All right. So, yeah, let me go ahead and start calling us some folks. Let me go ahead and find specific type people. All right, specific type people. Do I have anybody that is older than the age of 60? All right, anybody over the age of 60? All right, anybody over the age of 60, anybody? And please be in good faith, family. Please don't lie. Just be honest, family. All right, I get a lot of people that's trying to, be slick, trying to be, and y'all got to understand when you do one way, you do something one way, you're going to do it always. So if I'm asking for my elders, my 60 folks to come in, you 25 years old, 30, just because you want to get the class. And let's say you end up getting the class, all right? It's going to be something down your journey. It's going to block you because you stole someone else's blessing. All right, so again, I'm trying to get the folks that's 60. So y'all just let them get this right quick. All right, anybody over 60? All right, anybody over 60? 43. All right, any 60, any 60, any 60. I know my oldest client right now is 97. 97 years old. I'm 67. I don't know, Rim, of course. You don't look 67. You look good for your age. I don't know. Okay, but go ahead and DM me. Go ahead and DM me. I'm gonna go ahead and give you that coupon code. All right. For all my 60s. If all my folks that's 60. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop it a little lower. All my people that are 45 and up, you'll get the coupon for $100. Every single person that's over the age of 45, all right, you will get the coupon for $100. That's everyone that's over the age of 45. All right, you'll get the coupon for $100. Now, what do you have to do? All right, you have to send me an email, shoot me a DM. All right, hashtag I'm of age. Okay, I'm of age. All right, that's gonna let me know that's my 45 and up. All right, that's my 45 and up. And also, all right, I need to see some birthdays. All right, I need to see some birthdays. I don't need to see your address and stuff like that. I need to see some birthdays. All right, I need to see some birthdays. Okay, be like, excuse me, little lady, are you over 45? Okay, we need to see some IDs. All right, so that's for y'all. That's for y'all, all my 45s and ups. Okay, all right. Who is the youngest one on here right now? All right, who's the youngest? Go ahead, drop y'all ages. Who's the youngest? Who is the youngest? For all my folks on YouTube, if you're older than 45 and you want the class for 100, again, we're going over, this is the 1099 series, the full series. You're going to know the full series of the 1099, all right, this weekend. This is for all my 45s and up, all right? Shoot me a DM on IG. Hashtag it when you shoot me a DM. I got to remember who I'm talking to. I know this era isn't tech savvy. All right, I gotta remember. All right, now a lot of y'all are, but I know a lot aren't. Okay, now when you DM me, all right, just shoot DM message. Say what did I say? I'm of age. All right, just simply say that I'm of age. That's gonna let me know that you're my 45 and up. Okay, and again, y'all young as hell. I'm not saying that because y'all are old. All right, y'all are young as hell. I don't think people understand how young you are when you're 50. All right, literally, I've seen a man that was 59 years old, literally at the basketball court whooping ass. Okay, I thought he was like in his 30s. He had a fresh, clean bald head, no facial hair. You know, old heads do that when they want to look young. All right, so and I asked him, hey man, damn man, you move good for you. I'm thinking about to say like 40 or something. Man, my man said he was 59 years old. Okay. Oh, somebody said I ain't never won shit on your channel. Well, who is this? Deuce Charlie? Damn. Well, come on to the inbox, man. Free class, man. You get the class free. Damn. All right, damn. Okay. Shoot me a DM. Oh, yeah, shoot me a DM. Make sure you hashtag I ain't never won shit. Make sure you hashtag now. All right? You get your free class, man. Yeah, man. For all my guys that's playing ball, do not stop. Soon as you stop, that's when the ACL, the Achilles start tearing, MCL start ripping, ACL start. Keep playing. Don't stop. All right, keep playing. That's what the old head told me. That was 59. That was whooping us. Okay. I asked him, what's your recipe, man? And I said, you never stop playing, did you? He said, nah, I ain't never stopped playing. I said, that's the key. Don't stop. I know it's an old head looking at me right now. Like, y'all do need to get on there and get your old ass up and get out there. You might turn a couple ankles. You might bruise a couple knees, but you got to get your body back going. You got cobwebs on your knees and shit. All right? Get out there. Go get that membership. Get to running it down with them YNs. I know they don't pass the ball, but that ain't what you there for. Run up and down, set some screens, get some rebounds. Okay? All right, get some rebounds. Yeah, go out there. All right, for sure. I seen my body like change when I stopped playing ball. When I really like all this, hood consumer advisor, like all this info, like I stopped playing basketball. I used to play ball every day. All right, but when this business started going, the community started going, like I didn't have time for that. All right, and that's what I want to get back to. Like my shoulders started getting smaller. I started asking people, hey man, you eating? I'm like, damn. What you mean? Yeah, I'm eating. What are you talking about? I'm like, I know what it is. Okay, I stopped playing ball. All right, let me get back out there. All right, but yeah. All right, so 45 and up. Go ahead and DM me, and to my friend that said he never won shit, Deuce. All right, shoot me a DM as well. Next. All right, next. All right, next. Now, that's probably a lot of coupons I just gave out. All right, I gotta make sure I keep it under the amount. All right. Who's the youngest? I seen you 21. Anybody was younger than 21? Excuse me. Anybody younger than 21? $21 youngest? All right, so 21, who is that? Raina, Devon, Dion? You better not be lying. All right, shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM, 21. Shoot me a DM. I was so amazed. My last mentorship I had, which was like in March. Was it February? No, it was February. It was somebody in there that was like 19. They paid full price and everything. I was like, yo, I remember being 19, man. What? I ain't paying no $1,000 for no class. What? And it's crazy. Somebody said, nah, it was Shaz the Kid. Who's Shaz the Kid? Somebody said Rena 27. Rena. You must know Rena personally. You don't say her name. Rena, they said you 27. They said you 27. But who was the guy? Who was the kid on YouTube? Shiz the Kid. Boston Cash said, "What the fuck you teaching? Damn." Oh, Shaz the Kid, 18. Yeah, where he at? Oh, where's she? He, she. I'm not sure who. Shaz the Kid, are you there? Shaz the Kid, Shaz the Kid. Raina says she got ID. Go ahead and shoot me a DM, Raina. Go ahead and shoot me a DM, Raina. Nah, I don't think Raina lying. I think stay there. Shaz, Shiz the Kid. Where he at? Where she at? I don't see. Shiz the Kid. Here. Okay, yeah, family. How old are you? And don't lie, family. When I was 19, 20, I was a lying motherfucker. Whew. I was a lying motherfucker. What about the 40 ball? Okay. Okay, all right, okay. Everybody that's 40 and up, go ahead and send me a. All right, okay. Golly, y'all gonna beat me up. Everybody that's 40 and up. All right, everybody that's 40 and up, because y'all really ain't young. Some of y'all 40-year-old women be. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I know. I know. All right. 40 and up, though. All right. Anybody that's 40 up, send me a hashtag DM of age, and I'm going to send you the $100 coupon. All right. 40 and up. The 40 and up. Okay. Yes, sir, Skate. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's probably pretty much it. I'm not gonna have much for the folks that's in the 30s. All right. Okay, this is more for the, all right, for the ones that probably, really paved the way. They, the ones that was telling us, hey man, go get a job, hold it down, get a college degree. They were saying that coming from good hearts. They wasn't saying that because, they wanted to trap us. All right. They were saying that because, that's what they was told. Hey, go to college, hold it down, get you a job. All right. Get you a job with the city, get you a government job. All right. Those was things that was told, generations before us because, that's what they was told. All right. They didn't have YouTube. They didn't have Instagram. They didn't have TikTok, Snapchat, where you can literally just wake up and hop on TikTok and you can see 100+ people talking about, hey, did you know all bills are already paid? You know what I'm saying? So just imagine hearing that in the 80s, early 90s. It's like a different level. So that's why, this deal is, more so for them. I know I talk a bunch of noise, family, but again, I'm here for everybody to get the information. I just do it in an aggressive, entertaining way. All right, I'm not here to, put anybody down. Again, I've been broke as hell. I've house hopped before. I've been that broke guy that borrowed girls' cars, used big girls for their places. And I love big girls, but it was a point in time where, just using good women just for their cars, for the place to stay. So I've been that person before, I've also been a person at jobs, hiding in the bathroom. Somebody come in the bathroom, you trying to put your feet up real quick. All right, that was me. I used to leave work. I used to go to work, clock in, leave, and didn't even give a damn about the job. Just would say, oh, well, whenever they fire me, that's when I quit. And, I've a lot of some things that y'all probably can't even think of, y'all. I've done so when I speak, it's not really me trying to put you down. It's me speaking from an experienced level. And I'm like, I can't believe I was doing all that. Now I see like, damn, I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing all that. That's why I was trying to find an easy way out. I was always trying to find a shortcut. And I'm not here to promote that. All right. I was a sorry ass worker. I would never hire nobody like me. What? Never. All right. I would never hire anyone that has a boss mentality. I would never hire anybody that has a high ceiling. All right. Now, why do I say that? Not because I'm trying to hold them back. It's because I don't think that the position that I'm gonna need them for, their type of mind frame is going. You see what I'm saying? They're always going to think bigger of themselves. I'm not here to bring anybody down. All right. That's why you have to pick your people wisely. All right. I have to pick people that understand, like, yo, I want to be a part of a team. I want to be a star in my role. I'm not really looking for people that want to be stars, if that makes sense. Okay. But yeah, that's why that code, that's why we're doing this special. All right. Yeah. All right. Shout outs to everybody that is of age. Okay. That is of age. Okay. Now, this weekend, 1099 series. All right, I will be having a free class. If you ever got your ass whooped by the police, okay, I'm gonna have a class for that. Exactly how to file a civil suit against the police department. All right, exactly how to move where you don't have to make no damn GoFundMe's or anything like that. You ain't got to call Al Sharpton. You ain't got to call the other dude that come down. All right, you can simply go file your litigation as soon as it happens, or right after it happens. All right, if you ever lost a loved one to the police department, okay, this class is also for you as well. I know y'all see a lot of police killings and things like that that's in the news that you might not agree with. All right, so how about we protect you? How about we protect you from that happening to you and your family? All right, so I will have that class. I have not given a date yet, but that class will be free. Okay, it will not be cost nothing. All right, so I do plan on that class being huge. All right. What else? I am supposed to be doing a student loan class as well for all my folks that have student loans. It's bigger than just removing it off your credit report. All right. We're here to keep it on your credit report and so it can show paid. All right. So I always tell my students, I've been telling people for the last 4.5 years, we're not here to remove anything from your credit. We're here to basically set off the account. So if we go to our credit report and they say that it's something that's not it's a charge off or late payments or something like that, we want to reach out to the financial institution. All right, leverage our security interests. All right, now once we leverage our security interests, once they dishonor means basically they ignore us or they say no. All right, we then build our private administrative process. Then we translate that private administrative process and make it a public administrative process, all right, against that financial institution. Rather it's for security fraud, rather it's for breach of fiduciary duties. You can get them for unjust enrichment. Unjust enrichment basically just means that the financial institution gained something and you did not gain anything, and you was the one that gave it to them. All right, so that's what basically unjust enrichment is, basically using your security and benefiting and not letting you benefit from it. All right, so that's what that student loan class will consist of. Because I just remember hearing a lot of people just getting out of school and say, I got all these student loan debts, and I just be like, y'all actually paying that back? You know, I was like, damn, I got student loans too. You know, I never paid them back. You know, well, again, they never garnished my wages. I just never know how deep it was. So, but I get a lot of people that say, hey, man, these student loans are stopping me from getting a house. These student loans stopping me from opening up a certain account that I need to open up so I can get to the next level. So that class will be for y'all. I don't have a dates for that class or the police class just yet. All right, just kind of keep your ears lit for that. All right, so but again, I will be retiring as far as doing social media lives like this, all right, in October, all right? Everything will be funneled to my We the People subscription that I was mentioning, all right? So if you want to kind of keep up to date or just keep along with the empire, keep along with the community, all right, I highly, highly, highly advise you to sign up for my subscription. Again, it's $88 a month. Again, it comes with information that I've never dropped on any of my public classes. All right, so a lot of conversations we can have. We even talked about what's the topic we talked about last class? We was talking about breathing. We was talking about how we're breathing wrong, how to basically get our frequencies aligned with hidden earth. All right, like just next level stuff. All right, that might not be what a lot of y'all are interested in, but you know, just next level. Okay, next level things, okay? And that's what we're here for, all right? That's what we're here for. All right, so again, if that's what you like, tap in. If it's not, cool. For all my 40s and up, make sure you DM me. Again, for all my people on YouTube, that goes for you as well. All right, of course, we don't have a messenger on YouTube, so make sure you come over to IG. My Instagram is Mansa Mahatha 888. Make sure you come over there, shoot me a DM, simply say of age. All right, show me a little glimpse of your birthday. All right, yes, that's what you got to do. You can get that coupon. All right, that's what it is, family. Peace, peace, peace. I'm gonna see y'all next time on the live. I might go live again probably tomorrow or either Friday. All right, for sure, for sure. All right, till then, y'all. Peace, peace. Y'all be safe.